There's a growing sense, call it a gut feeling or something stronger, that Shedeur Sanders may have just jeopardized his chance to become QB1 for the Cleveland Browns. It's not a guarantee, nothing's set in stone yet, but the odds? They've shifted, drastically. And what happened wasn't just a minor bump in the road. It could be the beginning of a larger conversation about maturity, responsibility, and what it truly means to be the face of a franchise. Now, before we dive deep, let me make one thing clear. Shedeur Sanders still has a path to redemption. This isn't a doomsday scenario, not yet. But if he wants to keep his NFL dreams alive, and I mean at the elite QB1 level, he's got some real work to do. Let's break it all down. I was listening to Bomani Jones recently, one of my favorite voices in sports media, and something he said stuck with me. He brought up a powerful analogy. Going 70 in a 55 zone? That's something a lot of us have done. Going 101 in a 65? That's something else entirely. That's reckless. That's dangerous. And that's exactly what Shedeur did. To be fair, we all make mistakes. But this wasn't his first. Reports say he previously got pulled for going 90 plus, and now 101. That's not just young and dumb energy, that's a pattern. Worse, he missed the court date for the first ticket. That's not a good look. Not for an average guy, and definitely not for someone trying to become the CEO of a billion-dollar NFL operation. Because let's be real, that's what a quarterback is. You're not just calling plays. You're the public face, the decision maker, the leader, the standard bearer. When people think of the Cleveland Browns, they're not thinking about the offensive line or the defensive backs. They're looking at you. Shedeur Sanders is immensely talented. He's shown flashes that make NFL scouts sit up straight. And yes, by all accounts, he's known to be a hard worker, early to meetings, prepared, focused. But when your off-field actions don't align with your on-field ambitions, people take notice. Especially in Cleveland, where the quarterback position is cursed territory. Since 1999, the Browns have had 40 different starting quarterbacks. 40. And the biggest names among them, Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield, Deshaun Watson, have all carried baggage. Character concerns, legal issues, media drama. Cleveland has been the landing spot for project QBs, and not in a good way. The franchise desperately wants to move past that narrative. Shedeur, with his pedigree and potential, was supposed to be that fresh start, and he still can be. But the margin for error is razor thin. The Henry Ruggs comparison Bomani made wasn't about moralizing, it was about consequence. That tragic story is a reminder of how fast things can go from bad to catastrophic. Shedeur wasn't under the influence, and thankfully no one was hurt. But speed kills, literally. And the world isn't going to give him the benefit of the doubt just because his last name is Sanders. This latest incident reinforces what critics have been whispering, that Shedeur might not be ready for the responsibility that comes with NFL stardom. And whether it's fair or not, the narrative is shifting. The media is watching. Cleveland fans are watching. The NFL is watching. Every mistake now is magnified. Redemption starts with accountability. First and foremost, Shedeur needs to take control of his personal life. That means hiring a driver. Period. There's no reason for him to be behind the wheel of a supercar when his future is worth millions. You want to flex? Flex by winning, not by hitting triple digits on the speedometer. Second, he needs to go quiet. Let the work speak. ESPN and Cleveland insiders have been buzzing about training camp. Shedeur's looked sharp. He's even been leading the QB tracker that's been circulating weekly. That's the kind of PR he needs. That's what'll flip the conversation. But it's fragile. One more misstep and the dream starts slipping through his fingers, like it did for Manziel. There's a playbook here. Baker Mayfield followed it. After flaming out in Cleveland, he humbled himself in Tampa Bay, focused on football, cleaned up his image, and earned a second shot. Shedeur can do the same, but he's got to start now. Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, also has a role in this. He's more than a father. He's a mentor, a brand, a movement. The Sanders name means something, and Shedeur's actions will either elevate or tarnish it. Colorado's already felt the heat with Shiloh's previous issues, and now this. They need to circle the wagons and protect their legacy. The haters are loud right now. The memes, the jokes, the another Manziel comparisons. They're flooding social media. But that's what happens when you're polarizing. The only way to silence them is with success.